2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hello and welcome. It's the WNBA here on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Seattle Storm. Joined by Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we are so glad you've joined us tonight. It'll be the Storm off the tip, and a lot of experience on the floor tonight. Now, Tim, talk about why it's so hard to succeed without veteran leadership.
Well, vets have seen every situation, every offensive set, every defensive alignment, so nothing is new. They can recognize situations in real time and adapt.
I think more importantly, Tim, they've all dealt with failure. You know, they understand that not everything will go perfect. So when something goes wrong, older players don't pout, they work.
Good D, but guess what? Bonner's height at 6'4", coupled with her touch and leaping ability, make her dangerous down low.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Bird. From downtown, it's money from deep.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
January outside. Some solid defense from Sue Bird.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Stewart makes it look easy, but trust me, it is not easy. She's fearless around the rim.
Now here's January. Bonner outside. Pass to Taurasi. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. A rebound by Brianna Stewart.
That's definitely a situation where you want to make sure you don't give her too good of a look.
Absolutely, and the defense better not relax because she might hit that one next time.
Bird no good.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the three when she's left all alone like that.
January outside. Pass to Griner. That's in, coming off an assist from Breon January.
Sometimes you look at Brittany Griner and you think she is an unstoppable force. A little bump, it doesn't do anything to stop her. She's so locked in on scoring. You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's January. Jewel Lloyd with the steal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to go on Brittany Griner.
One of the toughest players in the league. She's just 5'10", but Lloyd is never scared of taking it into defenders. The first overall pick in the 2015 draft by Seattle, Jewel Lloyd was a point guard in college. However, when you join a team with Sue Bird, you have to learn to play off ball.
First free throw is good. For Lloyd, what an adjustment she made to playing a lot of off guard, becoming an all-star.
Yeah, great players, Blake, can usually play any position, and Lloyd adjusted her game as her three-point percentage has significantly increased, which might have been what helped her earn all WNBA honors. What a special season 2018 was for Jewel Lloyd. In her 4th season, Lloyd made her first WNBA All-Star game, finishing top 10 in the league in minutes and three-pointers made.
Griner misses. Seattle in the lead. Bird left side. Pass to Lloyd. Stewart. Bird outside. Beyond the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for her. And the Mercury going the other way now. Yeah, and that great season continued in the playoffs for Jewell Loyd. A key cog for Seattle in the finals run.
Yeah, but Loyd scored 12 points per game during the WNBA Finals sweep for the Storm, blending well with fellow stars Brianna Stewart, Sue Bird, helping Seattle to their first championship in 8 seasons.
Now here's Stewart. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
From deep, Sue Bird gets the 3 to fall.
The easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness, leads to the bucket.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Taurasi, guarded by Howard. Pass to Griner. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
What a passer. Diana Taurasi sees the game like few ever have. Finds teammates in great positions.
Now here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Taurasi can't get it to go. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Mercury. Phoenix trailing here. Little outside. Pass to Turner. Griner up top. Bonner. Poked away. Clark outside. Now Loyd. Back to Clark. Now here's Howard. Covered by Little. Clark outside. Stewart. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
Good defense isn't enough sometimes with Brianna Stewart. Her rare offensive abilities are just a nightmare.
Bonner with it, and it's Howard picking her up. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's just run-of-the-mill for her. She's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Clark outside. Fires from deep. And again, Seattle with the triple.
A tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
Here's Turner. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here is Stewart. Down it goes, her third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Taurasi with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Griner. And Brianna Stewart with the block.
She doesn't just score. Stewart uses that 7-1 wingspan on D, too.
To the wing on the left. And the Storm, another 3.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Storm. They lead by 11. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Storm team out there.
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
And the Mercury with possession. They trail by 11.
Well, the unselfishness of the Storm is pretty easy to see because they're always looking to make the extra pass and get the best look the team can get. And I would say it also helps that they have so many great options on their team.
Just 2 to shoot. They get it again. Turner with the bucket.
Well, in that tight, with that much of a height advantage, there's really not a lot that D can do to stop that shot.
Here's Canada. And here's Russell. To the wing, right side. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Here's Cunningham. Goes back up. And the nice bucket inside from Little.
And her hard work on the boards gave them another crack at the points there.
And for the Storm, they are usually up near the top of the league in assists.
And at every level of basketball, high school, college, pros, that's the hallmark of a strong team. You can look at the stars of this team and see they play for each other. Great passers. It's why this team won it all in 2018.
Here's Turner. Blocked. And they'll keep possession.
You don't want to get in the habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
No good on the free throw. And already we're seeing a few players make a big leap over last year. Their hard work in the offseason is paying off.
Maybe my favorite part of this league, seeing who makes massive improvements, seeing who comes back with some new skills. The game is harsh. We see immediately who has worked hard in the offseason.
And these improvements have to happen during the offseason because once we get started, it's such a grind. It's very difficult to work on skill development in season. Just not enough time.
Here's Whitcomb. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a bad, bad miss. I'd like to see her be a little more assertive when she has such good position. That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Now here's Langhorne. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Right side, Canada.
Well, the Mercury franchise with a few banners. Now, they got 3 in total, and those have come in 2007, 2009, and most recently, 2014. And you just got to think of them as a very well-run organization.
She misses the free throw. The Mercury making a switch here. She's off on the second. The Mercury trail. To the paint. Pass to January. Shoots over Whitcomb. And it's Seattle with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. And you look at the history of the Mercury, they stay competitive.
It's not just the titles that set this franchise apart. They've only missed the playoffs twice in the last decade. They have great leadership, and that's helped this team succeed.
Canada with the bucket.
Got that one off right in the face of a bigger defender. Nice quick fire release.
Well, the mid-range shot really her only choice right there. She would have a tougher time taking it inside against such a bigger player.
Got a hand on it. They recover it, and Little gets it to go.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Pass to Whitcomb. Canada. Now here's Russell. 5 on the clock. Back to Canada. January with the steal. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Shot blocked! And even 3-on-3 break. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Sue Bird of the Storm, pretty much a living icon for the team. She spent her entire career with them since being drafted all the way back in 2002, and she really epitomizes everything this franchise values.
That one's off. And Sue Bird, a legend in the game in so many ways.
Yeah, 3-time champion, countless all-star appearances. I know she's on the back end of her career right now, but still a face of the league. She has meant so much to the Seattle Storm over the years.
Good on the second free throw.
And they're getting more free throw points here in the second quarter.
One of the reasons they're in front right now, definitely.
Griner up top. They double team Brittany Griner. Tries it from the top of the key. January can't get it to go.
They didn't give her any breathing room to take that shot, and that's exactly what they should be doing.
Outside Whitcomb. Fires the 3. The rebound by Brittany Griner. And so here's Phoenix. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to January. Griner with the ball. No good. Here's Mosqueda Lewis. Carson covering. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Here's Mosqueda Lewis. Bird with it. Carson covering. The 15-footer. And she hits the jump shot.
It's the forgotten part of the floor, the in-between area. But Bird still knocks them down from here, catches opponents off guard.
Timeout called the Mercury.
Well, one thing that makes Sue Bird special is her consistency. In each of her first 16 years in the league, Bird has averaged double-digit scoring figures and only has missed a handful of games.
Now here's January. She's guarded closely. Carson, she's covered by Clark. Pass to Taurasi. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13 feet. That one's good. Maybe that'll get her going after a 2-for-6 start.
Scoring and solid defense, what sets Taurasi apart? It's what makes her an all-timer. She scores when it isn't easy.
Now here's Clark. Bird outside. Left side Howard. It's stolen by Griner. Now January. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Griner. To Rossi. Let's go with a three. That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
Well, this is a game again. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Solid comeback effort.
But that effort has to keep up.
Now here's Bird. She's got 8. Stewart inside. She's against Bonner. And stolen by DeWanna Bonner. Essence Carson on the wing. And the Mercury, another 3.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Here's Stewart. He has 6. Here's Lloyd. And again, unable to change momentum here. 3 on January off the drive. Bonner. And they pick up 2.
With an increasing knowledge of the game, January is able to read defenses effectively.
From deep three-point range, she got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Mercury out in front. They're up by 3. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. It's been quite a game for Diana Taurasi.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down, and so far, they haven't found the answer for her, and there might not be one.
Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. Phoenix leading.
Well, Brittany Griner, one of the biggest names in the WNBA, and standing at 6'9", she's a dominant center in every sense of the word, and she just does everything you want from a two-way star.
Bird outside. Pass to Stewart. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on DeWanna Bonner. And with Griner, she initially gained notoriety for her dunking.
I mean, one of the few players who regularly throws it down, and that's not all to Brittany Griner's game, though. She has great length, great touch, and uses both to get scores right over defender.
The first free throw is good.
Guys, if I had a game to win and I could pick just one player in the entire world, my pick, Brianna Stewart. In college, Stewie won 4 national titles, 4 times named tournament MVP, a natural-born winner.
Off on that one, so she goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Brian, those winning ways have continued after graduating.
Yeah, Stewart was unreal in the 2016 games, shooting 73% and helping win the gold. And don't forget about the 2018 WNBA Finals when Stewart helped the Storm sweep and was named the Finals MVP.
Here's Howard. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. And the Mercury with possession. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming on the free throw.
Boy, coming out of halftime slow, 0 for 3.
Now here is Lloyd. Howard. Stewart. Bonner defending. Stewart can't hit.
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always so important to have that strong interior defense.
They double team Brittany Griner. January. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. That's good, and it's Breon January with the dime.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on Griner. That'll be her 2nd foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Stewart. Lloyd. 5 to shoot. Now Clark. For 3. It's rebounded by January. Here's Taurasi. That's in for her 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10. Outside Canada. Pass to Stewart. Good D by Dewana Bonner.
A donut, a 0 so far to start the second half. 4 straight misses.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Well, over the years, guys, there's been so many great teams in WNBA history, but I think the 2014 Phoenix Mercury might be the best because they set a record with 29 regular season wins, and then they win the title and only dropped 1 game in the playoffs.
Free throw missing. And during that incredible 2014 season, Griner had arguably the best defensive year in league history.
I mean, she was unreal. Griner set a record for blocks that season, winning WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. And offensively for Brittany, 16 points per game. Griner, along with Diana Taurasi, co-starred for that incredible championship team.
She hits the 2nd from the line.
The late blossoming of her offense has been incredible. Griner, her scoring average improved by 5 points during season 5 in the WNBA.
Now here is Canada. She has 5. Here's Whitcomb. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
5 shots without a make, a ragged start coming out of halftime.
And it's Bonner missing.
You know, it might be a poor shooting performance for her, but luckily her teammates have picked up the slack.
Left side, Canada. From way back. And the ball out of play, the Mercury will have it. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bonner outside. That one good for 2.
Boy, not a lot of resistance inside, and they're taking advantage.
That aspect of this game, the play in the paint, has gone almost entirely their way.
Absolutely.
Now here is Canada, stolen by Bonner. And here comes the break. Here's Griner. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. Langhorne outside. Mosqueda Lewis. Now here is Canada. She has 5. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the points. And one of the best players in the WNBA, Diana Taurasi, in action tonight, the former MVP. She does it all on the wing. One of the most dominant players ever.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
And with Taurasi, she is at her best when the stakes are at their highest.
Look, Taurasi has multiple finals MVP awards, and that speaks to that mindset you were talking about. And she's been compared to Kobe and Jordan for her impact on the league. That's the kind of generational player Diana Taurasi is.
And here are the Storm now. 11-point game. Canada with it. Pass to Whitcomb. Howard. Up again.
Fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and got the board.
Here's Cunningham. Guarded by Canada.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Oh, draws the hard foul, and she'll head to the line.
Well, Brianna Stewart, the future of this Storm franchise, many would argue she is the future of the WNBA, maybe the most dominant force in the WNBA, bursting onto the scene quickly as a rookie, and the accolades have been pouring in since.
And the first one at the line is good. And the hardware for Stewart in 2018, she was the MVP and Finals MVP.
Well, the sky is the limit for Stewart, who is so talented at such a young age, and she really just does everything for you out on the hardwood. Great footwork inside, and don't forget that she can step back and drill the 3 as well.
Here's Turner. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Sue Bird. Here's Stewart. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
You think Stewart's bothered by a little contact? If so, think again. What a finish.
Pass to Turner. Reiner, guarded by Howard. Bonner inside. Langhorne's there. A nice shot by Bonner.
With her phenomenal speed, those kind of wide open buckets can come in bunches for her.
Outside Canada. Now Langhorne. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart gets a three-pointer to fall.
Look, that's just her range. If you don't guard her from out there, Stewart will make you pay. Heck, even if you do guard her, Stewart can still hit the outside shot.
The Mercury making a switch here. To the inside, Bonner. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a three-point play. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
Just such a fun player to watch. You have to respect how much Bonner has improved. She didn't make her first All-Star game until her 7th season in the league.
And here is Stewart. She's got 12. The long three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mercury out in front. They lead by 9. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This definitely deserves the prize. She read the defense like a point guard and put that pass right on the money.
That's just some real versatility coming from her. Not something that the majority of them possess.
Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The 4th quarter of play should begin in moments. Bird right side. Pass to Stewart. Tipped away. Here's Turner. She's covered by Clark. And here's Carson. Griner with the ball. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Essence Carson. Offensive board. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're not dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
They've separated themselves in a number of categories. Rebounds just one more.
Now here's Bird. Howard. It's good on the putback.
A worker's mentality. Howard crashes the O-boards, looking for second chance points.
Up top to Rossi. Covered by Lloyd. Puts one up from 19. The shot comes out. Now Seattle takes it the other way. Here's Stewart. And there's a foul on the shot. She'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Phoenix, the foul.
A big part of Stewart's game, getting to the line. She was second in the WNBA in free throw makes her rookie season.
And the first one falls for her.
And you know, every step of the way, the expectations have been huge for Breanna Stewart. The top recruit in the country out of high school, then the top pick in the 2016 WNBA draft. The world was expected of Stewart.
No good on the second free throw. And while maybe some might feel the pressure, Breanna Stewart has exceeded expectations.
It kind of reminds me of LeBron James, you know, from a young age growing up in Syracuse. Stewart was anointed the next big thing in hoops, but her low-key personality paired with her tireless work ethic have helped her more than fulfill the hype.
Now here's Bird. Pass to Stewart. Breanna Stewart draws the double. And that one's good.
A shot like that is in Stewart's comfort zone. And that's just a result of her determination and really more so her confidence.
January with it. Guarded by Howard. Essence Carson on the wing. Fades and shoots. And too long on the shot. The Storm trail. Pass to Stewart. And here's Clark. Carson covering. Bird outside. To the middle. And Essence Carson with the block. Here's Taurasi. Here's Carson. She's covered by Clark. Now Taurasi. 4-3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
she has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Fellas, I don't think it's a stretch to say Brittany Griner is the most dominant defensive player ever in the WNBA. Standing at 6'9" with length, she just owns the paint.
Here's Bird. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Stewart inside, covered by Little. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. Griner is so intimidating down low. The multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year changes a game.
Absolutely, Blake. I mean, Griner forces opposing teams to alter their game plan, and she's been doing this from the jump. I hope you guys remember when she led the league in blocks as a rookie.
Now here is Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Little. And the Storm miss again. Brittany Griner, high post. And Little gets it to go.
That's a good look. That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Pass to Lloyd. Shoots over Taurasi. And it's Lloyd missing.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Now here's Carson. From deep. Recovered.
You know, their offensive rebound, it's been a big story today. And even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Clock at 4. The second chance effort. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. And in the NBA, we've seen a huge Canadian influence with the Raptors winning the 2019 finals. Multiple first overall picks from up north as well. And in the WNBA, are we seeing a Canadian wave as well, Brian?
Well, Blake, Canada has put lots of resources into basketball. We're seeing that with women's hoops, too. You know, Kia Nurse is one of the young stars, winning some national titles in college, and has performed real well in the WNBA.
And Natalie Unchunwa was a top 10 pick like Nurse as well. She's come into her own in the professional game after she also won a national championship in college. I'm expecting to see more Canadian players in the WNBA in coming years.
And good on both.
Well, the big three of the Mercury, as impressive as any in the league. Griner, Taurasi, and Bonner make quite the trio, and really any three of them can take over a game with scoring at any time.
Now here is Canada. And the Storm miss again. Here's January. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
Outside Stewart. Canada. Pass to Stewart. Shot to stop the drought. That shot off. And the Mercury going the other way now. And with the core of this Mercury team, they are a threat every year.
Well, with that trio, they are always a threat. They've got great balance between them for inside and outside play. Hard to think of a better big three.
A shot by Taurasi, no good. Clark outside. Outside Canada. Left side Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
The mid-range is really one of the many parts of her offensive game. Stewart is deadly from that area. That's part of why she's so difficult to defend.
Now here is Carson. January outside. They get it back. Back to Carson. Pass to Taurasi. Carson with it. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. And this building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them a chance to lift their team up at the finish.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.